Hello everyone, welcome to my home and personal yoga studio. This is Brett, he's my partner, and we decided to share a little bit of what we do during this time. And one of the things that we really enjoy doing is practicing yoga. So we are hoping that you can follow along this routine. I prepare this routine at medium, easy, simple level, and I'm going to be providing some adjustments for people if you want to go a little bit farther or deeper. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy and follow along. So we're gonna start with an easy pose of sitting. Cross legs. One way is to cross one on top of the other, or one in front of the other, or if you are comfortable, one on top. I choose to stay like this. And the first thing that we do is engage breathing. So we're gonna start inflating the stomach. Every inhalation and every exhalation, we empty the stomach completely. In the inhalation, we count about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and continuously exhale. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale deeply on 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale completely. We're going to be doing this through the entire session. Inhale deeply one more time. I want to hear you breathing. And exhale. One more time. And in the exhalation, bend forward just a little bit. Maybe if we move a little bit backwards. Move a little bit backwards from your mat. And bend forward. You can stretch your hands or put your elbows on the ground. The idea is to keep breathing. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. One more time, and if you are comfortably going a little bit farther, you can do that. At this point, we are just warming up, so don't go any farther than it is comfortable for you. We have chosen 2 different points of comfort, Brett and myself. Find yours. Let's breathe really deep 3 times. Really deep, inhale and exhale. One more time. And exhale. Next inhalation, move slowly back up. And next exhalation, extend one leg to the front and the other one close to your body. And bend a little bit forward. A few tips. You can grab from underneath your legs if you need a little bit of support. Or if you are comfortable just going forward, just let your body move to a comfortable position. Still, we are warming up, so there is no need to create more effort than it is needed. Inhale deeply and exhale. Try to find comfort in every posture, in every movement that we do. Breathing is the most important part of the exercise. Don't forget that. At every point, keep your shoulders down, always away from your ears. We tend to do this, so try to remind yourself to keep them down all the time in every posture. One more inhalation. And in the exhalation, we switch the feet. Be careful not to move the alignment of back, so your bum is in one line. And exhale. So as you can see, Brett chose to go a little bit with an angle outside. If it's more comfortable for you, that is fine. Your leg can be all the way to this angle or perfectly in front of you. That is fine. Those are the adjustments that you can do to find comfort. Breathing is the most important part of the exercise. So keep breathing. Inhale on 1, 2, 3, and 4. And exhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. Find that rhythm. Inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. One more time. In the inhalation, bring your legs close to each other, feet together, touching, and now we're bending forward. Just a little bit. Try to push the belly button forward instead of just trying to arch your back. Don't curve your back. Try to keep it straight. If by keeping your straight you can still go a little bit more deep into the posture, fine. Otherwise, just stay where you are. Find any variation that is comfortable for you and enjoy. One more inhalation, really deep. Press the belly button forward and exhale. One more time. Inhale really deep and exhale. Now both feet in front of you. You can choose to keep them 45 degrees open in an angle and rest, or bring them both together. This is a little bit more challenging, so find the one that is comfortable for you. We are starting with a little bit of stretches, very slow, very gentle. We are going to be moving forward towards a little bit of more activity, but first, especially if we are at home all day with little activity, we do need to give the body time to adjust, to start practicing. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Next inhalation, we're going to bring one foot in front of the other or one on top of the other. Bring your belly button forward. If your knees are higher, that's fine. They will go back slowly. They will go down slowly with time. Inhale deeply, and in the exhalation, one hand on top of the contrary side of the knee that you have on top, and twist a little bit. This is still part of the preparation. Inhale deeply, exhale, go back to center. One more time to the other side. Inhale deeply and exhale to the other side. While you do that, think of all the benefits that are happening right now from keeping us at home. There's ecological benefits of keeping humans at home, I guess. And exhale, release. Perfect. From here, let's move to sit on your knees. If this is not comfortable, you can grab a pillow and put it underneath your bum, or you can go back and stay sitting in crossed legs. We are doing this to start stretching a little bit of this part of the legs and a little bit of the back. First thing, point with a gun and shoot to the sky. You can open a little bit your chest and arch a little bit back, and shoulders down. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply. Next exhalation, hands to the sides, open wide, and try to see if they find each other in the back. And stretch a little bit and keep breathing. Inhale deeply, and in the exhalation, release. Shake your body a little bit. Make some circles with your shoulders. Next inhalation, one hand all the way up. Exhale down, touch the opposite shoulder, and with the other hand, just help. Don't put a lot of pressure, just help a little bit. Continue breathing. Breathing is the most important part of the exercise, more than anything else we are doing. One more inhalation. In the exhalation, release the hands. Inhale deeply, the other hand up. Exhale down, touching the opposite shoulder, and same thing that we did on the other side. And find comfort. Every posture that we do, every movement requires to move out of the way. Let the body do whatever the body needs to do. We're not gonna try to fit the posture. The posture fits to our unique body. Release the hand, and we're ready. So now we're going to stretch a little bit the toes. Be careful on this one. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can skip this step. But what I am doing is going to press towards the toes and walk with my hands back, and we can stay here. But if you find some balance, you can move a little bit of balance, and this is going to give a really nice stretch to your toes and to your heels. You can go for a little bit of balancing. This is completely optional. One inhalation. And in the exhalation, bring your hands down, put a little bit forward, and from here we're going to go up on a standing position and stand with the upper body bend forward. A good position of your feet, depending on how comfortable you are, they could be touching to each other, or a little bit separated, or at the level of your shoulders. Find the point that is comfortable. Ideally, they should be parallel. If you have flat feet, make the adjustment that is necessary. Otherwise, just keep them parallel to each other. Arch your back forward in the exhalation. And try to find comfort. Inhale deeply and exhale. Set your hands to the back and keep them there facing up. Inhale deeply and exhale. Next inhalation, we're going to move the hands forward and up and find a chair position. Inhale deeply. In the exhalation, extend your legs, hands on prayer. And we're gonna start warming up the body with a few sun salutations. For that, walk to the front of the mat, not that much on the front, maybe a little bit, give a little bit of space. Feet together, toes touching, heels touching. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands together, elbows a little bit high, shoulders down. Inhale, stretching up and back. Exhale, bend forward and down. Bend your knees if you need to do that. Inhale, right leg all the way back. Then let it rest. We're going to retain the breathing here. And then we send the other leg back. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can use your knees to support your body. Inhale, forward cobra. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, inverted V. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale, look up. The other leg in front. Exhale, walk forward. Inhale, stretching up and back. Exhale. We're gonna do a few of those. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands together, shoulders away from your ears, elbows up. Inhale, stretching up and back. Exhale, bend forward and down. Inhale, left leg. Retain the breathing right. Exhale, you can choose to put your knees down or just go straight. Arch your back. Inhale, up. Exhale, cobra. And inverted V. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right. Inhale, stretching up and back. Exhale, hands down. Now, we're going to do 2 more for each side, so it's going to be 4 in total. And we're going to make sure to use the flow of the breathing. 4 seconds inhalation when we move, 4 seconds exhalation. Alright? Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, stretching up and back in 4 seconds. Exhale on 2, 3, and 4. Inhale, right. Retain the breathing. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale, up cobra. Exhale, V. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. In, left. Retain. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. In. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. In. Exhale. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. Left. Right. Retain. Up. V. Left. Exhale. Inhale. Stretching up and back. Hands down. Open your feet at the level of your shoulders. First asana is a mountain pose. Find a perfect balance. Make sure that your feet are working powerfully, that your toes are activated, and that your body is really comfortable. You can close your eyes and find the perfect, comfortable pose. Keep breathing 4 seconds inhalation, 4 seconds exhalation. Next inhalation, we're going to send the hands all the way up, up, up. Hands together, point the gun forward. Inhale deeply. And in the exhalation, send your bum backwards and start going slowly down until you go to our second pose, Malasana. Inhale deeply. You can make any adjustment that is necessary, it's okay. The steady postures do not need to be completely steady. Make any necessary adjustment. If you are still comfortable here, you can twist to one side, twist to the other side. Remember to alternate with breathings. and go back to center. Inhale deeply. We're gonna bring the hands down and send the body up and stay bended forward. This time our feet should be separated at the level of the shoulders. And rest. Let the upper body just hang. Make any adjustment that you need. You can play a little bit. Brett decided to move the body a little bit. I decided to grab my ankles and press. Whatever feels good for you. Inhale deeply. Look forward and try to keep your back as straight as possible and your hands as low as possible at the same time. Exhale. One more inhalation. In the exhalation, arch your back slowly as you do that. Inhale, go back up. Exhale, bend your knees, hands supporting the body. And exhale slowly. We're going up and then vertebra by vertebra, one at a time. We continue with the hands all the way up and stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale and exhale. We're going to move a little bit towards the option of jumping. You can jump or walk the same way that we did before in the sun salutations. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands together. Notice that at this time I have my feet open, not as I had in the first version before. That's optional too. Inhale, stretching up and back. Exhale, bend forward and down. You can bend your knees and find a spot where you can rest your hands in front. And the idea is to jump almost in slow motion. Create a plank and stay there for 2 breathings. You can put your knees down if you need a little bit of support, or keep them up. Next exhalation, knees first, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, inverted V, and we stay here for 4 breathings. Really deep. You can move. I call it walk the dog. When you move your feet a little bit. Next inhalation, look forward, bend your knees a little bit, press backwards, and jump. Exhale completely. Inhale, stretching up and back. Exhale. We're going to continue doing that, except that we're going to do a warrior in between the coming back. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, stretching up and back. Exhale, forward. Now, inhale deeply. Press with hands. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, V. Inhale, right leg in between hands. Try to find balance. And hands up. Warrior 1. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. One more inhalation. In the exhalation, hands go down. Inhale, feet back. Exhale, down. Up, cobra. Inverted V. Inhale the other foot. Find balance and hands up. Your hands can stay here, here, or on your back. Those are different options that you have. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, foot to the back. Exhale, down. Cobra. Inverted V. And 4 breathings. You can go to a child's pose at this point if you need to breathe. You can go to child's pose. Or stay here. One more breathing, inhale really deep, and exhale. Last one. Exhale, go back to inverted V position. Look forward, bend your knees, press back, and in slow motion, exhale. And rest. Grab your two arms together and give yourself some time to rest. Inhale deeply, hands down, all the way up, and hands on each side. That was warrior 1. Let's go for warrior 2 and then warrior 3. Let's do it in one motion. Inhale, exhale, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, look up, hands on the ground, press, jump, down, up, V, look up, foot forward, the heel is going to be resting down, one heel is going to be pointing the middle of the other foot. Go up, keep this wide open, twist to the side, open your hands and look forward. Hands parallel to the floor, and find a powerful position where both legs are working equally. One is extended, the other one isn't. Inhale deeply and exhale. Next inhalation, one hand up, the other one down. Inverted warrior. A variation is to grab, turn your hand around and the other one on the neck, just for a deeper stretch. Release the hands. Exhale, one elbow to the knee and extend the hand to here. Inhale deeply. You can choose to stay here or go down. It's optional. Once you are done with it, hand down to the ground, send the hand back, foot backwards, slowly down, up, cobra, inverted V. Okay, let's rest a little bit. Whenever you are ready, go back up, and now the other leg. Inhale deeply and exhale. One more inhalation, one hand up, the other one down. Choose the variation. If you are comfortable only, choose to go even a little deeper. And exhale, elbow to knee, and the hand up. Exhale, hand down, foot back, exhale down, cobra, shoulders away from the ears all the time, exhale, inverted V. We're going to look forward, bend the knees, press, and jump. Inhale, stretching up and back, hands on each side, open at the level of your shoulders. Close your eyes and keep breathing. 4 seconds inhalation, 4 seconds exhalation. If you are still following, I want to thank you for following the class. Take advantage of the quiet moments and spaces to realize that right now, keeping people away is helping a lot. For pollution, there's less garbage, less gas. Can I have some? See that even though you are confined in your apartment, your mind is free. Your mind can play, your mind can navigate. There is absolutely no limit. That's another session, but it's always nice to know. Inhale deeply and exhale. One more time. Feet, hands together, shoulders up, and exhale. Inhale, stretching up and back, warrior 3. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, jump. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, inverted V. Inhale deeply. Look up, and we're going to send the foot halfway and press. So now the weight of the body is on this leg. You can keep the knee bent, so your shoulder and part of the chest is resting there, and your hands straight. Or if you are flexible enough, you can keep it straight. Now we're going to send the hands forward, move it to this side, and back down in diagonal. This is the humble warrior. You can keep your hands here or send them back for a complete full humble warrior. Hands bubble back down, extend them forward, then down, and try to find the way to balance the body towards that leg, even if it needs to be bent. And see if the other leg in the back can go up, and this is warrior 3. You can choose to do it or not and play with variations. Exhale down, feet bump, backward, up, and now the other leg. This is the basic one with your knee bended or straight. Point forward, diagonal that way, and down again. Knee can stay bended or straight. Hands back down, point forward, rotate to the center, find balance on that leg. The other one goes up, and warrior 3. I'm gonna do the plain variation for this one. And back down, send the leg back, down, up, V, and jump. Exhale, up and down, feet apart from each other. Okay. Close your eyes and breathe. Hands on the sides, just hanging to each other. Find a perfect posture standing in the mountain pose. Shoulders relax, hands relax. Just relax your arms. Relax. So we are done with the jumping and sweating, but I am not done with the practice. So stay with us. We're going to move towards the 12 basic asanas, which is the foundations of yoga. With those ones, we will make sure that every part of your body, muscles, ligaments, and internal organs are stimulated. So let's start with the first one. Stretch up, point forward, and go down. Malasana. From here we are going to rotate backwards and prepare the body for a little bit more stretches and practice. Inhale deeply, in exhalation, bring one leg up, grab the thigh. Exhale, bend the knee, press towards the chest and send it outside. Exhale, center, switch hands and twist. Exhale, center, stretch up a little bit more, bend again and exhale. Inhale deeply and exhale. Next inhalation, the other leg goes all the way close to the body, extend up, bend again, outside. Exhale, hand, switch sides and twist. Inhale, center, stretch, grab the leg, you can go higher. Bend the knee, press, release and let go. Open feet 45 degrees apart, hands 45 degrees apart. Close your eyes and breathe. Inhale really deep, inflate your stomach to the max. And exhale. Second pose, Shavasana. Next inhalation, feet together, hands above your head and stretch. In the exhalation, come up to sitting position using the abdominal muscles and bring your legs close to your body. Next position. We're going to do two separate options. He's gonna do the dolphin. This is in preparation for the body to go on inversions. Eventually that's something that can be done. If you are comfortable, you can follow exactly what I am going to be doing for a headstand. Otherwise, follow breath. So, for a headstand, I'm going to grab my elbows and place them down on the floor. I'm going to keep the elbows glued to each other and the hands forward. Send your hands forward and grab them. He's going to do a dolphin, so he's going to take, at this point, do the same thing I am doing, which is sending the body up. Shoulders away from your ears at any time and start walking towards the hands, and he's going to stay there. And go back and up. I'm going to keep going up, placing my head in the mat, and send my legs up. If you are following breath, you can go in and out of that posture. If you have questions about headstands and techniques or proper way of doing it, let me know, I can help you with it. I'm going to undo the pose, stretch, and we both end up in a child's pose. Stay in child pose. I recommend not to try the headstand for the first time. You can look at a lot of videos. Otherwise, if you choose to do that, keep your shoulders down. Keep your elbows at this distance. And your hands all together, and that you'll be safe. Right. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to do the same as Brett is doing. Hands forward. Exhale, look up. And for advanced practitioners, you can look up, walk towards, and go for a scorpion. I'm going to release and end up again in child pose. Great. Next sequence, we're going to go for a shoulder stand. Perfect. For that, when you are ready, send your legs up. And release. Feet 45 degrees apart, hands 45 degrees apart, facing up. Feet together, hands above your head, and stretch, stretch, stretch. Next exhalation, we're going to move the body up and all the way forward. And rest. Next inhalation and exhalation, point with your hands forward and try to reach farther. Inhale deeply, hands up, and exhale, hands down on the back, facing backwards. Now test your level of comfort on putting weight on your hands there. If you are comfortable only with that, just open your chest. Otherwise, you can move to a plank and rest, or a Tibetan table, and exhale slowly, release. All right, let's move from here to the next session. One hand on top of the other, contrary cheek resting, heels falling apart, and big toes touching. Inhale so deep that your stomach is making pressure towards the ground. Inhale deeply, look up, change your hands, and the other side. Look up, hands at the level of the chest, in between the chest and the shoulders. Don't let them go any higher than the shoulders. And breath is going to do a sphinx pose to replace a cobra. So what I'm doing, I'm keeping your shoulders away from your ears, elbows close to the body, looking up, and exhale. In the inhalation, I help with the strength of my arms, move up and keep my pelvis down, trying to keep touching the ground with my pelvis, and just let go and rest. deeply and exhale. One more inhalation, and in the exhalation, let's go back down. From here, we're going to push to an inverted V and bring the right leg across the body and place it down and sit on a pigeon pose. You can choose to stay here for the entire time, go on your elbows, or completely down. Keep breathing. 4 seconds inhalation, 4 seconds exhalation. Next inhalation, hands the level of the head, press up, and you can stay here again, or keep moving a little bit farther with your hands. That is if your back is comfortable with it. And see if you can reach the foot on the back. Otherwise, you don't have to do this. And twist, and your hand can go up. There are multiple variations that you can do. And release. Go down. Using the strength of your arms, let's go back to the inverted V. Now the other foot forward, and same thing. You can stay on your elbows or go all the way down. Hands at the level of the head, move up, walk with your hands higher, and find the foot in the back. Release, down, up, inverted V, and 4 breathings here. Look up, knees down, and sitting on your knees. We're going to move to one side of the mat and keep the other side free. With one hand, support your body on that side and fall to that side. With the other hand, grab your knee and pull it so you can go around your body. With the other hand, press and find balance. That hand that is left here can go up and in between the chest and the knee, and the other one to the back. And twist, Ardha Madhyandrasana. Go back to the center, and then we'll go to the other side. Inhale deeply. In the exhalation, fold. Grab the leg around the body, press. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's go back to center, release the twist, and let's go on our knees. From here, press with your hands and see if you can jump to standing. and let go. Inhale, stretching up, all the way up, and exhale, hands down. Now, open the legs at the level of your fists. And what we're going to do is a trikonasana. One hand is going to pull the other, so you are going to move this. Make sure that nothing else moves. I noticed that moving. Make that sure that your feet are parallel to each other, and the feet are also parallel. So only move your arms so they stay parallel to the floor. Right? It's a little gentle movement. Now one hand up, the other one down. You don't move anything else. There are different versions of trikonasana. This is the most classic one. We're going to do another version later on. Let's go back to the center. And now to the other side. Slide down and up. Exhale, release. So now we're going to do the other type of trikonasana. One heel is going, you do it to that side. So this heel is going to be in diagonal. The other, you do the other one. You do the opposite. Okay, and the other one is facing up, facing out. Don't change anything on the construction of your hands. This is going to allow us to go a little bit farther down. Same thing that we did before, one hand up, the other one down, except that now with this twist we can go much farther down. You see the difference? If we want to do it a little bit more stretchy, we can pull with this hand towards this foot and pull with this hand on that side. Other option is to send the hand forward and stretch, or we can switch the hands. Go back down, bend the knee to help us move up, and now the other side. Start with the heel in diagonal, and then the foot, nothing else changes. Hands up, move the body, and find it down. I choose to point forward, bend the knee, help myself to move up, and let's go to the front of the mat. Close your eyes, find a perfect posture of mountain pose, and breathe.